There exists a legend in the woods of Connecticut, in an old abandoned cemetery.
Oh, this is insane looking. It's just stumps.
This area of New England was settled by 19 people who traveled from Rhode Island, but they never recorded why they left their home state. Now there are just stories, legends, myths, and even rumors of a curse on the land. Hello, weirdos. We've taken ourselves to the fine state of Connecticut, a little bit to the east of us, to a place called the Seventh-day Adventist Cemetery. I mean, it sounds a little weird, but the point of this place is that they say it's cursed, and it's haunted by a woman who, once she sees you, like you make eye contact with the spirit in the cemetery, she smirks and disappears. Well, it's a nice sunny day. We're not going to be here at night, and we're going to investigate this cemetery to see if this woman or somebody else, anything or anyone else, any energy wants to communicate with us through the means that we have with us. And I have pockets full of equipment. There's gonna be a little wind, there's gonna be a little sound of the town nearby. We're gonna do our best to investigate here. And it's really interesting because it's a cemetery, but barely at this point, because the stones are so worn away and so deep into the ground. It looks like little broken teeth sticking out of the earth, and these are all headstones. Some of them may very well be. We know that at least one person was born in the 1700s who was buried here. And on this side, close to the road, just out of history alone, and what I know of cemeteries and burials, we're probably looking at a lot of people born in the 1700s in Connecticut here. But apparently it's a woman's spirit that is seen here, and she's a little off. She's not necessarily nice. It's a dark and foreboding legend that associates with this cemetery. So let's see what we can find. Just rocks squished into the ground in so many places that were all lined up at one point.
I wonder if they got moved out of here. Oh, here we go. Mrs. Amy.
Oh.
What? Oh, wow. In memory of Mrs. Amy, wife of Mr. Michael Spencer.
1817.
So I'm going to guess that people have associated the white woman with the one readable stone that's left, which happens to be of a woman named Amy. Ironically, we have our own Amy here, and we'll see if we can churn up something.
It might not seem like this is going to work, especially outside and in the wind. Is there someone here with me? Who's the cursed lady? Who's the lady people see? Can you talk to me? Listen to that.
Hello? Anyone here with us? Can you come up and touch this? Mrs. Amy, are you here? Where's the white woman? My name is Ryan and this is Amy. Greetings. Are you here? Do you know where in here they see her?
Anywhere. I mean,
Keep getting drawn over by this corner. For some reason, I can't stop looking over here. Over here. This here was a tiny little cedar when they put it in. For a headstone, no doubt. Hello. Is anyone here? You can use this device to speak to us if you decide. Do you get a lot of people coming to see you? Is this just a legend? Is there any truth? Can you show yourself? Can you please show yourself? You know, I've seen a white woman before in a cemetery. I know it's possible. Hello? Are you here? Well, nothing.
Even though it's January in the Northeast and incredibly windy, we're going to try to do an EVP session, because if there is a lull in the wind and if there's something that comes up right on the recorder, for however that works when an EVP is laid down, why not try? Can anyone hear me right now? I'm Amy and this is Ryan, and we're just here to talk.
Should come say hello to us. Show yourself if you can. That would be awesome.
Let's listen, there comes the wind.
Kind of the quietest it's been this whole time.
Yeah. Can anyone hear me right now? I'm Amy and this is Ryan, and we're just here to talk.
Should come say hello to us. Show yourself if you can. That would be awesome.
It looks like not many people have been here for a long time. Does that upset you? That was me moving my hand.
Are there still people buried here?
Are there more people than tombstones?
Why did this place get abandoned?
Is there really a curse on this cemetery? Or is that just talk?
What was that noise we heard over there?
Let's listen, there comes the one.
Nothing.
I have one more tool. Some people think it shows evidence of the paranormal. Some people don't really care one way or the other. So let's take a little walk through the cemetery, see if something blips.
Do trees give off EMF?
Consensus says no.
Nope. We know the temperature reading works. That's what it is.
That's 40,
40 degrees.
The wind chill,
Go
like
ahead.
30 something. It's weird because there's not a lot of headstones up at this back portion or up this hill. And there's a lot of, bedrock and stuff. So I feel like with the divots that are in the ground, we're looking at landscape that has bodies buried. You can kind of tell when the ground does that.
Yeah, you can see it. Definitely showing up on camera.
Yeah.
Huh.
Afraid.
Whip it out.
Okay. Says afraid. Are you afraid to show yourself?
Hey, it just went to 0.3.
Uh-huh. That's what this device is doing as well, picking up EMF and turning it into a randomly generated word and nothing else.
You don't have to be afraid of us. We're just wandering around.
I see a lot of random footprints that aren't ours.
Yeah.
And they're all around this.
And it's a very specific female spirit story where it's apparently someone that is conscious of you as you are seeing it and then gives a facial expression before disappearing. Is a very intelligent type of, haunt. But there's one name available in this whole cemetery. All this whole cemetery. And it's a woman's name.
And it is Amy.
0.10. After our investigation, we did a little research and found out this place is called the Green Lady Cemetery because the woman that is seen there apparently appears out of a green mist. Unfortunately, we didn't see anything of the kind when we were there. The other thing we found out is that the story of the Green Lady goes back to a woman named Elizabeth Palmeter, and she used to have a headstone in this cemetery up until about 9 years ago. There were even photos of it, so we know this cemetery has really been through it. Now, Elizabeth is said to have been murdered by her husband Benjamin, but this isn't for sure. Her body was found drowned in a pond after she had gone missing during cold weather. Now, we don't know if she was wearing a green dress, but that's why she's called the Green Lady. However, she should probably just be called Elizabeth.
Are you here with us?
My name's Amy too. I was born in the 80s. Almost gave up that year. 0.1 again. 0.2. Listen, we just want to, honor your memory. We don't know anything about you. We're just gonna honor the fact that you're here. This is where you are at rest, And maybe it's nice to know the name Amy is still in use. Kinda.
I'll try this again since
All
there's
right.
some... You hold it. Maybe they want to talk to you instead.
Can you hear me right now? Can you see us? Where did you live? What town? Is your husband here too? Michael Spencer? Quiet. Here, I'll do the trick.
Dead silent.
That's with my finger over the antenna more. Nobody's home there.
I hear there's a curse here, they say. Is that why this place got abandoned?
There you go.
My hand is freezing.
Yeah, it's investigating outside in winters. Thanks for anything you might have interacted in whatever way you can. That's it. Those are the two names left. It's a pretty interesting place. I don't see a lady showing up, smirking at me. This blipped a little bit, but not like...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's cold too.
Yeah. We gave it our best shot on a windy, cold January day in Connecticut, the middle of an abandoned cemetery that has an insanely cool, interesting ghost story of a smirking woman. I don't feel particularly icky here or like I'm being watched too much. I feel just more kind of, this is too bad that this incredibly old cemetery, it's really messed up, that's all.
All right, let's see what else we can find.
And you never know, there could be something on the audio of the camera. We don't know yet until we listen back. We based our investigation on the name Amy, which, thanks to vandalism, was the only one visible and readable in the cemetery. Whoever we tried to communicate with, we'll never know if it's Elizabeth or Amy or any of the other number of people that have lived in this area over the centuries. However, instead of just calling this lady the Green Lady because of some dress she might have worn and assigning her a color, let's just call her Elizabeth.